So in cartoons, we've seen like huge footprints of giants or dinosaurs or monsters like the Scooby-Doo cartoons or, things like that. But imagine a giant hand. And not just a hand, it's attached to something bigger, but it's buried below the surface of the ground. All that's there is the giant hand. That'd be so freaking to go across. That's what SCP-1193 is. We're going to react to it from the Vulcan today. Make sure to subscribe to the Vulcan. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos, and let's get into this one, yo.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Dr. Miller.
My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-1193. Object class.
It's a safe class.
Special containment procedures. The borehole containing SCP-1193-01 is to be capped with a tungsten steel grate containing a locking 2.5 centimeter endoscopy aperture.
Okay.
At 48-hour intervals, the borehole is to be endoscopically inspected to a depth of 4 kilometers for further manifestations of SCP-1193-01. Seismographic monitoring devices are posted at 2, 7, and 11 kilometer depths alongside the SCP-1193-01 borehole. Seismic readings consistent with subterranean movement are to be reported immediately to Site Director Iqbal.
Okay.
In the event of subterranean containment breach, containment staff are to execute Protocol 47-3A, severing SCP-1193-01 below the 5th elbow and backfilling remaining portions of the borehole with pressurized concrete.
Oh, I'm thinking of the
basement containing SCP-1193 is to be monitored at all times by a Foundation interrogator.
So is this thing
SCP-1193-02 is to be answered on or before the 3rd ring. Interrogators should attempt to elicit self-directed responses from SCP-1193-01. Responses which implicate size, body plan, location, or further manifestations are to be recorded in document SCP-1193-2 LTR.
Alright, what is this thing?
Description: SCP-1193-01 is a genetically normal human arm of unusual length, located in a drainage pipe inside the basement of a telephone switching station in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Wow.
10 centimeters below the drainage gate, the arm terminates in an unremarkable human hand of indeterminate gender.
Okay.
Upon initial examination, the arm was believed to extend through the drainage pipe to a depth of 35 meters.
35 meters.
Subsequent endoscopic investigation demonstrated that the arm extends to at least a depth of 71 kilometers.
Wow.
Passing without apparent difficulty through the Mirovichik discontinuity and the upper mantle, with regularly spaced elbows every 4 kilometers. Elbows below a depth of 26 kilometers are slightly retroflexed to accommodate a 9-degree southward bend in the drainage borehole.
How weird.
Continued endoscopic investigation into the SCP-1193-01 borehole is suspended due to presently intractable engineering constraints.
Going down with a camera.
Communications via SCP-1193-02, mostly concerning SCP-1193-01's oven and refrigerator, indicate that SCP-1193-01 may lack conventional thermoreception, and that it is experiencing no substantial discomfort, despite borehole temperatures in excess of 674 degrees centigrade.
Wow, that's hot.
SCP-1193-02 is a GPO-746 telephone, topaz yellow, manufactured in 1971. Its dimensions precluded having been delivered to the site via the borehole. Containment team's present working theory is that it was installed topside for the purpose of communicating with SCP-1193-01. Installation was conducted by unknown parties, by unknown means, for unknown purposes. The rotary dial has been glued into place, rendering it unsuitable for outgoing phone calls. It is attached to a conventional twisted pair line, which enters the drainage pipe containing SCP-1193-01 and descends parallel to SCP-1193-01 until endoscopy is no longer practicable.
Okay, cool.
Between 0:38 and 10:34 hours Mountain Standard Time each weekday, the phone will ring 5 times. If answered, an unidentified voice will willingly engage in conversation with SCP personnel.
Okay.
The voice on the other end of the line invariably claims to be a human being, and regularly mistakes the individual on the other end of the phone for an authority figure.
Okay.
Interrogation to date has therefore been relatively uncomplicated.
Okay.
Notable parallels exist between information elicited via SCP-1193-02 and demonstrable facts about SCP-1193-01. To date, anomalous information received via SCP-1193-02 has included references to human features but anomalous body plan,
Okay.
references to insensitivity to heat or cold,
Right. That
references
would
to
explain
a cousin or other relative
heat
who will
resistance.
soon arrive to pick him up.
Okay.
References to discomfort and boredom at confinement. References
yeah.
to minor
I can
seismic
imagine.
events along the Little Chino fault complex. References to discomfort at having a limb or other body part restrained, as by handcuffs, a jelly jar, a pipe, a cast, or in one instance, a gopher hole. At
Weird.
present, data related to SCP-1193-01's size, physical form, and body plan, beyond the parts visible through endoscopic investigation, should be regarded as provisional.
Okay.
For contingent protocols and physiological testing data, consult document RTMR Delta.
Alright, so we got a recording.
This is
Of a
document
call.
SCP-1193-2 LTR-7.
Good morning. And who may I ask is calling? David.
David.
And where are you now, David? Sorry. Who is this? Dr. Hassan Iqbal, Director of Research. Oh, from the hospital?
Yes.
That's right. So, when does the cast come off? I'm sorry.
Cast.
The cast? On my bottom arm. When does it come off? I'm to understand that
Wow.
you've got a cast on your bottom arm. I don't understand. Which arm is that? The bottom one. Can you take it off? I've already been in the hospital for 3 months.
What the hell?
It should be about time. You say you're in a hospital now. You should know.
You're the one that put me
here. There.
No.
I think you must have me mistaken for someone else. Look, if you can help me, put someone who knows what he's talking about on the line.
Wow.
I'm afraid I'm the only one here. Fine. Just tell me when someone competent gets to the phone.
Wow.
And this is document SCP-1193-2 LTR.
Alright.
God damn it. Oh, God damn it. God damn it.
He's pissed.
Hello? Can you hear me? Who is this? Where are you? For Christ's sake, I'm stuck in the stove here, man. Get the fire department. The stove?
Are you...
Are you...
The stove?
I'm sorry, the stove. Yeah, the stove. I went in here to get out some cakes, and I can't get back out. You went in the stove to get out some cakes? Am I hearing you correctly?
It's a tight fit here.
In here. Jesus.
I imagine you'd be uncomfortable.
Is the temperature uncomfortable? The what? Temperature. Are you
Are you in pain?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you call the goddamn fire department? My back. Jesus Christ, my back. I'm the only person here. I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry. I'm calling my cousin now. I'm so sorry. This isn't my fault.
What in the world, dude? So, is that referencing his not being able to
I think that about
move?
does it for today. Thank you all for listening, if indeed you still are, and you were all dismissed. Goodbye.
Wow. So, honestly, what I'm thinking happened is he's referencing his inability to move his arm in certain ways. Like, I don't know, maybe maybe for some reason his arm is stuck in that hole and it's some sort of other dimension. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, but it's pretty interesting, guys. Hey, listen, make sure to check out the Vulcan. Subscribe to me if you like reaction videos as well. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.